The next topic which we will talk about today is infrastructure. The condition of infrastructure was not that great during the colonial rule. It means that it was poor during the colonial rule, as well as some efforts were being taken by the British rule, but the motive of those efforts were to fulfill their own requirements rather than to facilitating the people of the country with the better infrastructure facilities. So due to all these factors, the condition of infrastructure was not that good at that particular period of time. So we'll discuss this head in 4 parts. Road, railways, water and airways, and the last component will be communication. So as I've told you earlier that not very big steps were being taken by the British government to improve the infrastructure facility of the country. Their main aim was to transport resources from one place to another, that is to transport raw materials or to transport the soldiers or the workers from one place to another. For that purpose only they have developed the infrastructure facility of the country. They are not bothered about what consequences or what problems are the local people are facing. So nothing was done to fulfill, to help them in this area. So when we talk about roadways, so the condition of roadways were not that good at that period of time. No all-weather roads were available. By all-weather road I mean to say those roads which can be used in all weathers. Either it's a rainy season or a winter season or a summer season. So such kind of road facility was not available. There were kacha roads at that period of time, and whatever is being developed during that course of time was just to increase the mobility of the army persons or to increase the mobility of the raw materials from the location to the railways or to the ports, so that they can easily be transported to their own country. So basically whatever being done by the British government under this roadways was just to fulfill their own needs. They were not bothered about fulfilling the needs of the localites. Second is rail, which is a very good contribution by the British government, because in 1850 they introduced first railways between Bombay. At that time of that period of time it was Bombay. So Bombay to Thane, the first railways was facilitated. So though it was a good contribution by them, but again the main motive behind introduction of railways is to enhance or to speed up the mobilization of raw material and men from one place to another. Though it enables the people of the country to travel long distance in a quicker span of time, but the basic motive was just to facilitate or benefit the Britishers rather than the localites of the country. Though it has a great impact during that course of time, now it is available for the people of the country to move from one place to another or to transport their goods from one place to another. The third one is waterways and airways. The condition of waterways and airways were not that great during that period of time, though inland water channels were developed. Also the ports were developed during the colonial rule, but the inland transportation facility which were being provided by the Britishers were not up to the mark, and it was a failure. Various ports were being developed under the British rule. Again, the main focus of development of those ports were to enable the British government to transport raw materials from India to their own country. When we talk about airways, nothing much was being done by the Britishers during that period of time. The last head under the infrastructure is the communication. In communication, we have telecom services, and postal services, so they were well developed during that course of time. They provided the postal services and telegram facilities to the general public as well as to fulfill their own requirements, but the basic element was the same, that it was not that efficient. Whatever is being done in this area was not that sufficient to fulfill the requirement of the general public. Though telegram facility was available to the localites, or the telegram facility or the postal services were available for the British government, but basic motive was to have communication in the country among themselves. That is, if in case of emergency they are able to easily contact one another. For that purposes, they have developed telegram services, and they used to purchase expensive telephone sets to have that communication possible. So, if we talk about infrastructure, something was done by the British government in this area, but that was not sufficient, or we can say that it was inefficient. The more funding was required in this area, but it was neglected by the Britishers, and due to that the country has to face a lot of problem. Though railways and telecom services were being introduced by the British government, but they were not that sufficient enough. So more funding was required at that period of time, or more investment was required at that period of time in this area by the Britishers. We are done with all the 6 sectors, that are agriculture, industry, demographic condition, foreign trade, occupation and infrastructure. So these were the big areas of Indian economy during that period of time.